Hi everyone, this is Lisa Marie. Welcome to the studio. Links to everything are in the video description. Right away, I'm making color swatches of the markers and colored pencils I'll use on the full-size coloring page. That small sample image helps me brainstorm hues for the square color scheme. This planning page and the full-size coloring page are from my printable workshop, Master the 7 Fundamental Color Schemes. The link to download the PDF is in the video description. Now that the full-size page is in place, I'll put down a layer of markers that then put colored pencils on top. The color scheme today is the square color scheme. That's when you use 4 colors evenly spaced on the color wheel. Put an imaginary square on the color wheel, and where the corners touch, those are your colors. The colors I chose for this scheme are yellow, reddish orange, purple, and bluish green. If you saw on the planning page, I wrote that white and gray are okay to use. They don't detract from the color scheme and help me play with color saturation. Saturation is how intense a color is and how much it differs from white. Also, all the colors I'm using are listed in the video description, so you don't have to worry about reading my sloppy writing on that planning page in the beginning. Once all the markers are on the paper, I add colored pencil over top. The markers are blendable Ohuhu markers. The pencils today are Prismacolor. I like this combination because it helps make rich colors and smooths the blending of colors. That skin tone is reddish orange. I'm going to use peach to soften and as a lighter saturation of the red orange. However, full disclosure, in hindsight, I don't think this color combination is orange enough. But that's okay. It's a color workshop and a great opportunity for me to learn for the next time. If you saw on the planning page in the beginning under goals, I wrote have fun, and that's very important. This is a color workshop. It's all about learning, playing with color, so just enjoy it and don't take the experience too seriously. There are a few options for playing with a square color scheme. You can try to balance the 4 colors equally, or you can choose one color to be the dominant color. Usually that's the darkest and richest color. Then the other 3 colors take a supporting role in the image. Also, you can add white or black to colors to affect saturation and intensity. Now you can see how I use the light peach and now the white to really soften the color and the skin tone and desaturate the other colors a bit. But again, in hindsight, I'd prefer a color with more orange to suit this color scheme exercise for the next time. The square color scheme can be confusing visually if you try to use all the colors equally. So some artists use the 60-30-10 rule. That's when one dominant color takes up 60% of the space. That gives your eye a focal point. Then 30% of the space goes to a secondary color. Then just add touches of the other 2 colors in the final 10% of the space on the paper. If you want all 4 colors to have more equal spacing, then just go back to playing with saturation. Add white, which will mute down the hues so they're less jarring or confusing visually. That's what I'm doing this time with that white colored pencil over the top of the colors. In that blue tattoo, I use only marker. I won't desaturate it at all. It seemed fun to have an opportunity to add a rich touch of color straight from the marker. And since I mute the other colors quite a bit, I hoped the straight blue in the tattoo would be a nice strong bit of color for the square color scheme. The background colors do not include any marker, just some gentle touches of colored pencil. I let the white of the paper show through the pencil hues, which helps desaturate the color even further. So while I'm using all 4 colors in this scheme a bit more equally than if I used the 60-30-10 rule, I'm using a few different techniques to mute down the colors between the gray under the skin tone, the white colored pencil over the colors, and now the white of the paper. I'm really softening the colors in my palette today. This video is all about color schemes and color theory. If you want to learn more about coloring realistically, go check out my other playlist, How to Color Like a Pro. Also, if you don't want to download the entire color scheme workshop, the link to download this individual coloring page is also in the video description. After I finish smoothing background colors with white pencil and a colorless blender, I'll add a few extra white highlights with my white paint marker because I can't resist a few extra details. But that's pretty much it for today. Remember to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss my next video, and stay creative. Bye!